is that you start at 12 o'clock, right? And you go clockwise until you find the first dragon, and it includes 12 o'clock. Once you find the first dragon, right? The first dragon and the second dragon clockwise, next in order, right? We're going clockwise still. The first and second dragons are the first ones that are going to dive.
Gotcha.
So let's say, theoretically, right, we have a dragon that spawns at 12 o'clock and a dragon that spawns at 1 o'clock, right? In this case, since the dragons are diving clockwise, we tend to want to point the dragons counterclockwise, if that makes sense. It's because for instance, right, dragon at 12 o'clock, dragon at 1 o'clock. Let's say we put the dive bomb directly east, right? Mm-hmm. Well, you're trying to also bait the second dive bomb directly east, right? We can't, because that first dive bomb's gonna hit the second person, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to drop it. So what we tend to do, right, we try to put it to the left of the dragons, kind of, most of the time. It depends on the certain configurations, right? It's not always set in stone, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we try to point them away from where we would put the second and the third markers. So it goes in order: 2 dragons first, and the second dive is only 1 dragon, which is a lot safer, right? You just pretty much go next to the dragon, the third dragon that you see, right? So it's 1, 2 goes for the first dive, right? Dragon number 3 is the only one that goes off for the second dive. So we just put the second bait kind of right next to the third dragon, either to the left or to the right. Typically to the left of it, but it can depend on where the dragons are, right?
Yeah.
And then finally, we bait the third one, right? The third dragon baits dragon number 4, number 5. And it just pretty much, you can kind of eyeball it. You kind of don't need to, Mido, right? May's gonna call it out.
Right. Yeah, I just want to understand how it works, just in case, I don't know. I don't think anybody's gonna fuck up, but those situations where someone would fuck up.
Even in the scenario where May fucks up the call, it's not gonna get saved. You just have to accept it, right?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
We just say goodbye to those 45 minutes, and then if somebody else does, though. What was that, sorry?
I was saying you must trust the shot caller. Although there are times that may, kind of ask you, what do you think? Where should we put this, right? Like the last time, there was a really weird configuration where we had to put the dragon, yeah.
There was one where I definitely should have put it north. The first one counterclockwise of the first 2 dragons. And he was like, sure? And I was like, yeah. Alright, that's what we're doing. And I was like, okay, that's what we're doing. Mido.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody else streams, but I know you sometimes have that alt account that you like to stream on.
Yeah, I could maybe do that.
Just because I know Ajar's brother, his brother likes to watch.
Yeah, he does.
I think Kiana likes to watch as well, maybe a few others.
Although, Ariza, because that's how you say his name. Ariza?
Mm. Yep.
He's a big time streamer.
Ariza.
So.
He might end up what is that? He is not.
I'm not a big streamer, but I can put it up if you want.
Oh, that might be beneficial, actually. Might be the easiest solution. I mean, I would probably pass it around like my FC, because I know some of them enjoy watching, as long as that doesn't bother you.
No. I'm just really not interactive on my stream. The only reason I stream is to watch me fuck up and fix it.
Sure, and that's reasonable. I think other people would just be interested in, like, for example, I know Adir liked the banter between Hi and last time. He likes his big picture, he doesn't.
Yeah, that'd be great, Emmy, if you could stream.
Are your friends bothered by mods? I don't want to get banned.
Mod? No.
Okay.
Sure. Wait, what the fuck? Am I queued in? Oh, I am. Okay. If you're worried about that, I can stream.
I really don't care.
Just,
Bothered by
I can-
what?
I'm just gonna change my
Months.
haircut. No problem.
Oh, is it? It's just the hair? Then that's not a big deal.
It
At
is.
least for my. Okay, all right. Then it is. It is.
It's just my hair. Most streamers
I
have
thought you-
their entire HUD modded anyway, so
Yeah.
Arthos does. Xeno
I
does.
actually really don't like that one. It popped up around the end of Stormblood, and I really can't stand it.
Too flashy for me.
Which one?
There's
HUD
the
layout.
HUD mod. I think you use it as well. The user interface mod.
Is it the damage info one?
No. It changes everything about the user interface. The look of it, more
No,
specifically.
I don't have that.
Give me a second.
Sure. Thanks. Welcome, Mori.
let's see if the good old gives and watermelon 6 and 4 Tony wants to work for me. I remember last time I tried to stream, my graphics card would explode, so that was cool. But I got a new graphics card, so that shouldn't be an issue.
Hello?
Well,
You fell asleep. I'll try and wake him.
Oh,
Boy.
yeah, that sounds like you.
classic you.
Classic.
Actually, that's classic Fold.
I feel like last time we were doing this, I had to call Kyo like twice or something.
Damn.
Fold
come on.
similarly. Fold was like, call me if I immediately decline. Just woke up and I'm good. All right. Classic all the people, man. It just I don't. Oh, what's the music for tonight? That's probably a good thing to figure out. Hello?
Sounds like you. Ah, he lives.
He lives.
Oh, sorry, I overslept a few minutes.
You did this to yourself, Kyo.
Yeah,
No worries.
good
Do you
though.
need a cup of tea? Are you normally a quick riser? You good?
As a PFL?
Yeah. 3331.
I was about to spam your phone. You would not have liked me.
Does anybody know what musical reference 3331 would be?
I do not.
Nope.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
do, but
It's
called
you do?
classical.
Yeah,
I forget what it's called though.
Beethoven's Fifth.
Yeah, there you go. It's some number.
Nice. All right, let's see. Looks like we're on our appropriate class.
Are you good on streaming, Maida?
Yeah, I'm streaming on my alt.
Okay.
Good old KFC and watermelon 69420. All right, let's. And in we go. Perfect. You got that? Yes.
No, dude, ooh,
I just got done with Uwu.
I know. I want to step in there for a while.
Yeah. All right. I guess most things are pretty standard. We're kind of used to having another melee because, you know, Swedes normally just right on the bus. That's not a big deal. I don't think there's anything else that's pretty specific. Used to have the markers, so let's start a little bit more. Okay, I think the only thing, Ariza, 4 dive bombs. We're gonna call like norths or cardinals and numbers. So for example, if I say like north 2 and west, that would be like
I
the
got
first
it.
dive bomb is north. Yeah, cool, awesome. And then I think you're right 4, right? Because gunner's right 3, and then I don't know, whatever, YOLO-ish. Fires are in, out, in, right? Yes, we agreed on that. And then for the first lightning, the person that I call is going to be left facing outwards. Good checking.
Battle voice, litany, trick, chain, divination, devotion.
Twister.
Skip. Gunner is fading.
That was yeah, not bad.
That was a waking up moment for sure. Here comes catching.
Reprisal.
After the imposters and stuff.
Trick.
Twister.
I got him.
Thank you.
And I'll bait too if you don't think you can make it.
He should be able to make it.
Okay.
Reprisal.
And stuff.
Twister.
I'm more than likely definitely gonna have this next patch. I'm gonna down on you. Sure. Cool.
Listening. Battle voice. Trick devotion. Chain. Divination.
Lightnings are coming out. High,
Dynamo and
and
chariot.
it's out. Dynamo out. Out.
We agreed on in. What happened to that, man?
Oh well. This,
Everyone missed it.
Stack beam and
Stack
dynamo.
dynamo.
Reprisal.
I think. I know, just needs to miss the next one at least one.
Fuck it, Gunner.
Thunder.
Trick. Dive and dynamo.
Oh, spread dynamo. Get in. Let's do east, south, north, and north wants to wait. East, south, north. The third dive wants to wait until the first goes off.
Spread.
East, and it's spread. Next is south. And then north wants to wait till the first dive. It is spread.
You're gonna die.
Yep.
Oh no.
You don't want to be too far north. So you
Trick.
saw that get deep quite a bit when we were bargaining and stuff.
And are you
Dynamo and
scared of
stack.
this
Stack. Very scary.
this stack, baby?
Dive and chariot.
Spreading out.
I know you're scared of the spread, Miter, but that's very dangerous to go up north like that. As you saw, even with sprint, that is Sev's territory.
What's that? Where am I
Dive bomb
supposed to
was
put
north
that?
though. Yeah. He was just trying to run in from the dive bomb.
So when you're coming in from the third dive bomb, if you're directly north and had to wait a little bit, you'll want to make this clockwise motion towards one and then around the north. You won't want to come in directly.
Gotcha.
Battle voice. Trick. Devotion. Divination.
Twister.
Get it down.
Reprisal.
Spooky. Those will disappear. Definitely.
Trick.
Twister.
Reprisal.
Checking it.
Twister.
Reprisal. Trick. Chain. Divination.
Here come the lightnings.
Dynamo and stack
Me.
beam.
And it's stack. Stack.
Reprisal.
This fires in.
First cleanse.
Suarez. Thank you.
This fire is out. Lightning scurrying out.
Stack beam and dynamo.
Stack dynamo. Stack and then
Reprisal.
stay in.
Trick.
If you miss this fire, you definitely miss this one.
I'll go right for thunder.
Devotion. Dive and chariot.
Spreading out. Get away.
Thunder.
Fires in. Make sure everybody gets it.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Reprisal.
One south 4.
Stack beam.
And it's stack. There's one. South is next. And then 4. And it is stack.
Oh, Was I too close?
I think it was a combination of both.
Yeah.
That was too close. And
We can probably shuffle a little bit more to the south, but similarly, Zev, I see that you're dodging the first dives. Here, I'm gonna take these away really fast. Probably after, the more safe area for you is going to be over here, near where the first dive already happened, because that's just going to be a whole bunch of empty open area, right?
Yeah.
So you can effectively kind of extend to wherever you want to be over there. Where if you're on the other side, for example, over here, you're going to have to dodge both the dives, so you're going to have to be close to us, and then also kind of in. But similarly, I think we could also be a little more south here. Go ahead and pop the marks down again.
I'm not sure if you were talking to me for this.
No, I was talking to Zev.
Yeah.
Okay.
basically trying to find a safe spot to drop nail.
Yep.
For sub.
Oh, okay, I get it. I'm sorry. I was
No,
really
you're fine.
confused for a second. I was like, I'm not moving the bus, I don't get it. Don't mind me, I'm stupid.
Well, if you could, then please do.
This is
We'll
gonna
just
be
go
a little
back to,
late.
Sure. Back to when you grew to edgy, rhythmic manipulator or something like that. Just start pushing bosses around.
Battle voice, trick chain, devotion, divination,
In May.
Hello, hi.
Would you be entirely against me just pointing nail inwards the entire time?
No, I'm not opposed to that at all.
She definitely, I try to intentionally point her outwards, it seems like she flips a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. She definitely does.
trick,
Man, that hatch moves at like the perfect timing to be able to inside the hitbox to create a twister.
reprisal,
Twister.
Probably just see the beginning of these patches.
Will we?
Heal, heal, heal,
Yes.
heal, 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 heal. Not that I'm saying you shouldn't have done it, of course.
Ride or die.
chain, trick, divination,
Grab some
Flipping.
leggings.
dynamo and stack beam,
Heal, and it's stacked.
devotion,
Stacked.
reprisal,
Missing that. Sorry.
The Wings of Salvation. When it's stacked, it's kind of tough because the Wings of Salvation appears before, like, while the stack is going on, so it's kind of
One back.
visualized.
Stack beam and dynamo.
Stack and dynamo, so stack and then in.
Reprisal.
As soon as you see that giant white circle under you, Gunner, you can move.
Third class.
You don't have to wait for the beam. You can move as soon as you see the white circle.
Thunder.
Oh, I think that must be.
Trick.
We'll try and get him up. There, I got it.
Okay, spread.
Dive and dynamo.
Spread dynamo. So follow her, get in.
I totally missed that.
Right. Hi, I'm gonna remember you want to go clockwise here on the boss. Anyway, 1 south for sorry. 1 south northwest way.
Reprisal.
It's already up. It's up to you.
Right.
Spread.
And it's spread. 1 south north, and it's spread. Here comes south. And north has to wait. And it is spread.
Got Gunner.
Okay.
Trick. Divination.
Just gonna use this just in case we don't make that push.
Yeah, absolutely. I trick.
Chain. Dynamo and chariot.
Dynamo out. So stay in, then get out. Out.
Stack beam and dynamo.
Stack dynamo, so stack in.
Reprisal.
Beak. And then we're going to the delta marker.
Litany. Devotion. Trick.
Make sure you're kind of close for the deploy. Find them nowhere to go.
Twister.
Follow that.
I'm taking this spot in queue.
Oh,
Well, that might.
that's right. Okay.
You must believe.
I'm fine.
Do the Earthshaker,
There
Think
there was some weird Earthshaker overlap that killed people. It seems. So
Yeah.
Was that because Kia was dead though?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I had it. I had the inner shaker.
Mm-hmm. Gunner, as long as the Earthshaker was up near where the dragons initially dived from, then that's great.
Yeah, the DPS one was fine.
Yeah, sounds good. Mido, you can basically run directly west if you want, and then like shuffle yourself a little bit south, as opposed to trying to do the southwest thing. Like, there's going to be a lot of time to adjust for the twister as well, especially since my twister, I'm basically going to just go inwards a little bit.
how you feeling, Kia?
Every pull, I wake up a little bit more.
We're
Hell
getting
yeah.
there. As soon as you wake up and you're at full power, we see
Oh,
golden,
boy.
right?
Battery voice. Chain.
That's how this works.
Alchemy. Devotion. Divination.
Twister.
Oh,
Oh.
Hello.
Well, this is fine, right? This is fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
let me
Who
dodge
thinking
this really
that?
fast.
May was thinking that. Where was the cheat shift?
I pressed the fucking button, dude. It's on cooldown.
You know, May.
Yeah, I do know to use shapeshift. If only it's perfect dodge to attack instead. It's gonna be so much nicer.
Man, if you actually think about it, those abilities were so OP back in the Realm Reborn.
Yeah.
God. I remember there was like a way to get one of like the nail dives on a ninja with shapeshift or something.
Fucking mana wall, dude, too.
Battle voice.
Fortunate.
Trick. Chain. Devotion.
Twister.
Divination.
I don't know why I popped Nebula here, dude. I don't think we've seen deployment once.
For the autos. Does Nail still crit?
Yeah.
Or,
Everything crits. Everything crits
okay,
in this
alright,
fight.
great, awesome. Cool. I can't remember if they went back and like reverted old fights to not allow for it or something.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. There will be times in Golden May where you'll see me just like drop to 1 HP
Yeah, absolutely.
because of a double golden crit.
Twister.
Oh! So good.
Yeah, I tank this. I'm just having brain rot at the moment.
Welcome to the club.
I'm having like severe tank whiplash. A whole expansion of tanking easy shit. And suddenly I'm thrown into this, dude.
Yeah, you're good. You got this. I believe in you.
I was told by May that you volunteered for this.
Yeah, dude.
He did.
Yeah.
He said yes. That's what he wanted to do. I said, "What do you want to play?" And he goes, "Tank." And I'm like, "All right."
Oh, I had. Come on.
Too late.
All right, prepare to see that other hatch.
Twister.
Twister.
Reprisal. Reprisal.
I was staring at Mido and we should be dead. But well played.
Oh, bro, East Coast speed.
Oh, well played.
Did you do some shenanigans with the hatch?
I sure did.
He cutting that real close.
You get that, what's this shit called? Tridisaster going.
Oh yeah, dude. You don't wanna. Yeah. I did that.
Visually, I saw that hatch explode outside of the turn.
I did too.
Chain.
Wow. So that's where we're at.
Divination. Litany. Devotion.
All right, lightnings.
Dynamo and stack beam.
Gunner, and it's stack.
So you see circle, you move.
Yep, see circle, goodbye.
Reprisal.
Mido, you should be able to, this fires out. You should be able to also press your Aegis Assault buttons, lightnings, when you're in the Neuralink, and
Oh yeah.
Stack beam and
stack
chain.
bus out. So
Reprisal.
stack and then get out. Get out. Fumes.
Thunder.
This is the worst day of my life.
Is it?
Nah.
We're getting that. We're getting it.
I got Hunter.
Trick dive and chariot.
Oh,
Spread
a wee bit
out.
late on
Get
that.
out. Spread then run away.
Oh, you lucky people, you.
I'm going right.
Second cleanse.
No.
And me, I'm sorry, by the way.
Yeah.
I know you
Sorry.
noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't notice. Alright, we're good, we're good.
I was changing my song. I'm sorry.
North to west. North to west.
Let's just not talk about it.
Spread.
North.
And it's spread. Two.
To
Coming up. And then west. And this is spread. This is guaranteed spread.
west. Red.
Like a knife through butter.
Red.
Nice.
There's a crit.
Dynamo and stack beam.
Dynamo stack stay in. This is the healer's favorite.
No.
Well, there's that I had him for. A little late there now.
Are you talking about
Yeah, I
how
don't
you
think-
didn't actually go right with your lightning? Is
No,
that
no,
the thing?
no. You're just gonna never know about it. We're just gonna go with
Okay.
that.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Chain.
Nah, never happened.
Trick.
Never happened.
Oh, my
Divination.
dib's late. See? Talk shit and get hit.
Litany.
Never happened.
Bad
You
voice.
talking about the star?
No, no, no.
Huh.
We're just gonna leave it at that.
Our little secret.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, there we go, Mido. Definitely. And nice.
Ooh, Sev.
Oh,
Spicy.
It's not over yet.
I got it, I got it. Oh,
Okay,
I got the
sorry.
stew. We're
got it.
good.
For some reason, I thought it was on high, so I'll know to go the other direction. Sorry.
Wait, what do you guys do for this?
Go
towards
toward
nail.
nail.
Yep. And stack is at the edge. Stack is to the wall. Yep.
No light speed.
Which towers are the DPS towers?
Clockwise.
Looking at the wall. Yeah, clockwise. Okay.
I went the wrong way. I'm dead.
We're all dead.
Oh.
Oh.
No, I'm alive. How dare you?
That was a case of why I don't like going toward nail, but seems to work most of the time.
I need just 1 second.
Sure.
What are the other? What the fuck? What are the
So
other
we
strats
got
you could do?
we got hit by the dive bomb there. That's why we died. It wasn't to the damage. It was from
Right.
the dive bomb. Normally, most people go to the left of Bahamut.
Oh,
They look at Bahamut and they go directly. Like if Bahamut was north, they go directly northwest.
got it.
But this could also work as well. It's just a little bit less lenient for the dive bomb.
I didn't know that. I thought it was the same. I thought
Yeah,
Bomb
aren't they
stack
the
was directly
same?
through the center,
Aren't
then
they
it-
the same distance?
they were in the same.
Away
I
from-
mean, it's the same distance, but I guess what I generally notice about the other strategy when you go left of Bahamut is groups tend to start going more and more left, and then they start covering up that
Come
first
back.
DPS tower with fireballs.
I guess Kyo. So
Yes.
we were talking about this earlier, right? Going versus nail strategy versus going to the left of Bahamut. You were saying that you think it was less lenient for the dive bomb, right? Just going directly toward nail for that.
I have to look at the diagram again, but I thought it was. But I have to look at the.
Because I thought 45 degrees left of Bahamut was the same inverse
Angle.
in the opposite direction.
Yeah, it does make sense if it's the same. Might not be any real danger between doing one or the other.
Yeah, I think either way you're 45 degrees off of the dive from Bahamut, so it should effectively be. It's effectively the same thing.
Okay. Then
I
just
think
ignore
that
me.
Dive hitting us was just because somebody wasn't in the appropriate spot. Somebody wasn't in the center. Or
That's probably it.
all right. Whenever you're ready, Zeb.
I'm just an old man set in my ways, May. I see some.
Trust me, I know. Yep.
I see deviation from the stress I'm used to, and I'm just like, I don't know about this one, buddy.
Aren't I older than you?
Dragon voice. Devotion.
Yes, but I'm still an old man set in my ways.
Chain.
Twista.
So what is O?
Oh, yeah, that was me. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's death.
That was the assassinate. It did the assassinate.
It's okay. My opener had 3 ad locally cast. I'm okay with this.
Alright. It's just a shiny button and I want to press it, okay?
Assassinate. Oh.
Yeah, the initial Bahamut dive on that was on Gunner, and he was not dead center. That's why things went as off as they did. So you got to make sure you're stacked real tight in the middle.
Okay.
Yep.
Dragon voice. Devotion. Chain. Divination.
Twista.
And so our dodge there for that twister is really, really spicy.
Mine
Yeah,
you're
is
really spicy.
not responsive.
Those were 2 very interesting statements.
Do it, Mido. Save the
I'm
world.
watching. What the?
Oh no! Wait, he said it worked out. It worked out.
Reprisal.
I guess you're intentionally supposed to be like. I don't know the DPS
no.
though.
I got her.
I got.
You're
I don't
all
know.
too slow.
What are you on about, dude?
I don't know what the DPS movement is, but I think you're supposed to start like on the inside gunner. Oh, boy.
Shit.
Oh boy.
Whoa. Okay. We're fucked.
Got Ori.
Nah, we're good. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Orisa.
I'm gonna do this.
Oh, the slashing debuff. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that, yeah.
How do I say that? Orisa? I'm sorry, I'm like butchering your name.
Oriza.
Orisa.
What's up?
Oriza.
She's asking how to say your name.
I
Oh,
was.
it's Ariza.
I butchered
right.
it like 20 times.
I'm
I'm
saying
so
it wrong.
sorry.
Right, everyone
You
calls
just-
me Ori, so
You just say it wrong on purpose, very confidently. That's his name.
I'm used to it. You just call me whatever.
Oh, so like,
Yo,
so like Mita?
no.
Oh my god. I knew that was coming.
Dragon voice.
I knew
Devotion.
it was
Trick.
coming to. I tried to beat everybody to it.
Divination.
Twista.
I'm holding your life in my hands right now, Sev. I hope you realize that. I could kill you. Just letting you know.
Yeah, but you won't though, right?
Yeah, that's what you think.
Yo, were you in for that one? Was that the
You want to talk about who has your
Oh,
life
I
in
wasn't
their
paying
hands?
attention. Yeah, we fucked
Yeah,
up.
no
there.
worries.
That's
Yeah,
fine. We
you're
might
good.
have LB2.
Yeah, that's fine.
Brain is
I
like
wanted
at
to make sure that that was still
80%
the
now.
plan.
We're
Yep.
doing better every bowl.
Yep.
By the way, Sev, I was talking to Dee earlier.
Reprisal.
She says that she's going Dragoon from now on. You're playing tank. Just letting you know.
Oh yeah? Okay.
That was my fault, but I don't regret it.
You know I deserve that.
Trick.
You did. You very much did.
There's a twister here. Yep. That was unfortunate timing.
I'm proud of myself.
Yo, not me. No.
1 second earlier or 1 second later.
That was not on purpose, though. I'm sorry.
Yo, how did you not get the burns debuff?
Let's just say that I may be godlike.
Oh, I thought you said birdseed buff.
I
Not
did.
Seed buff.
I'm okay with this.
Nah, birdseed buff.
Birdseed buff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're conditioned now.
But yeah, Seb, you're now the tanking ramen noodles. I hope you're happy with that.
Nah, he's not tanking ramen noodles. I'm tanking ramen noodles before he is.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I have a little bit of seniority there.
Battle Boys.
I don't know if Dee can play Ninja, though. You'll have to talk to her about that.
Divination.
You can play whatever the fuck she wants to play. I don't care.
Listening.
Just make both her and Scratch switch.
And then me and you. This is the rise of the gunner. Gunner
I
May
already
tanking.
tanked for you.
The gunner tank!
That's the old school.
Yep. On Alcy. You gotta register that account. And then
Hell no.
you're good. I don't want this. Can you trade this? Can you pass it?
I mean, if you die, I'll go to somebody else, yes.
Reprisal.
Hold up, was that my fault or was XCOG missing?
Ixcon? It procced.
Okay, I'm stupid then.
No.
I'm telling you, that Ixcog is, it's not bad.
Trick.
Yeah, it carries. You're right. You're right. You're right.
It's only, the only reason I put it there, you usually don't need it, but these bosses fucking RNG quit, or crit. Crit.
They also RNG quit.
Crit.
Just don't review the VODs. I mean, alright. We'll just go with that.
Look, I'm distracted tonight. Oh shit! Sorry.
Woo!
I
Well, that's-
should not be
sorry.
alive right now.
I can't actually, did Hi disappear? I can't see him.
You can't see me?
He seems
you
to
can't see
be,
me?
he seems to be camouflaged.
Wait, am I where? What? Am I right here?
Something gunbreaker cooldowns.
Oh. I see. No, it wasn't camouflage, it was the other one.
Ah.
Reprisal.
I popped it a little too early. It was a rampart.
Damn it.
No.
But you know, I mean, maybe I just like you feeling like you're flustered over those kind of things, so you know.
Do you want to die
I'll just-
again?
I'll just let you take the blame, you know? I'm happy with that.
I will kill you.
Something friendly environment? Happy with each other? What?
I thought you and Hi were gonna throw punches.
See?
Oh, no, that's not that bad. Oh, what? Yeah, I'm not throwing you over the kill there.
Trick. Chain.
Bitch.
Yo, where is the snail going?
He's just staying here.
Divination.
Alright.
Kills the right.
Just pay attention to the lightning.
I'm sorry, Arisa. That was collateral damage.
Dynamo and Chariot.
Me? And
Chariot.
it's out. Me, then out.
I think our eyes actually died to the meteor stream, not the dive, right?
I deserve that.
No.
You want me to take this stuff? Yeah, I can. I'll take
Sure,
it.
you take it after this.
Fire's out. Fire's out. Lightning, you're out.
I'm staying out.
Stack beam and
Stand
Chariot.
right here.
And then out. Stack, then out.
buddy.
Bye, Maito.
Goodbye.
First cleanse.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Trick.
Players in.
Spread out.
Dive and chariot.
And it's out. Get away.
Thunder.
I'm going right.
I am.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, boy.
I can't move.
His body was jumping.
Goodbye. My Doom was taken. My Doom was yoinked.
I have to blood.
Reprisal.
Are we doing... Oh, I can't even... I can't!
You can do it. I believe in you.
You can do it.
Stab.
Okay, now I can.
Alright, east. And then 3. I didn't hear what it was.
Maito is,
My
3.
3.
It's stacked. It's
Yeah.
stack.
You're good, Maito. Perfect.
Reprisal.
How are you alive? Oh, you used inner release.
I grieved that pull. I'm sorry, I won't do it again.
4 Riser.
Oh, it's fine.
No, you need to make Emmy feel bad, alright?
This is how high gets you. This is how he does it.
Tempted. But, I will be the bigger person.
She asked me to bully her, okay? She
I
deserves
did
this.
not ask you to bully me. What are you doing? This is abuse. How dare you?
Can't go back now,
Body
Emmy.
Voice. Devotion.
Huh?
Chain.
See, the
Divination.
thing is, I never even asked Hi to bully me. He just does.
You know?
Well, I may have been in that. Sorry.
You know, man.
You know, man. It actually would have been okay if you rescued me like half a second later, and I rather wouldn't have died to the meteor stream.
I tried, but I was a little too early indeed.
Two crits in a row.
Reprisal.
Thanks,
I'm fine,
X-Cock.
Trick.
Twister.
I didn't die to meteor stream. I died to nail landing on me
Wait, really? How are you second in aggro?
because I do damage. I don't know.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you're
so-
saying it was my fault? Yeah.
No, but okay, I've always thought this was kind of weird, right? So the way we do the tank swap, right, is Seb doesn't shirk me. He just drops tank sense. I'm just barely above him, right? But if I die during nail phase, I think it just goes in somebody random. 'Cause it's happened before.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh,
We're good,
Hell.
we're good, we're good. It's okay. Nobody's on fire.
it's just gonna be a weird flum at 7. I believe in you. Everybody run away.
No, we good, we good. The fuck?
Fine.
Yeah, what?
Wow. Like Tom Cruise.
Twister.
Reprisal.
Yeah, if the tank dies during transition, it seems like it goes on somebody random instead of the second in aggro.
That is correct. The moon, though. I remember that.
Reprisal.
Nice. Good, clean, easy. With no murders and
kind of.
Well, you can have murderous intent, it's just, acting on it. It's a different story entirely, right?
Uh-huh.
Just do what you want, I mean. All right.
Chain divination.
Don't say that.
It was my fault. I should have popped Iron's Might. I should have realized, you know, oh, the rest is coming out.
Divination. Dynamo and stack.
High, and it's stack. Dynamo stack. This fires. Rotate clockwise. You did not get that fire. You need the next one, but I think this one got it. Next fire is out.
Reprisal.
Thunder.
Lightnings are up.
Stack beam and dynamo.
Stack dynamo. So stack and then stay in.
Reprisal.
Get ready to move clockwise.
Like, you can go anywhere you want, really.
Clones.
Well, especially on the next one, you generally want to prefer going clockwise, just because there's lightnings as well. And we're having one of those lightning people go right, so don't.
You just still may not have it. I see. Oh. Yes. I should have stayed off of that.
Dive and dynamo.
It's
Red?
Dynamo. Get in afterward.
Red.
And then red.
Follow.
Get in. Fires in. Right.
I'm going back.
Want me to
Matter,
take
you
a
don't want
beat?
to go right. That's why I called right. Just because the lightning is right.
I need to get my nail
it's
triggers
worth
working.
I'm raising.
No worries.
Oh, you don't like my call-outs,
Reprisal.
man?
I'll talk about it
What are
after we
dive
finish this bowl.
East.
Spread.
West.
Spread.
North. It is spread. East, west, north. This has been interesting one. North. It is spread.
Red.
Spread.
God damn it.
I'm dead.
Spread. Yeah. Yes, right.
I got him.
I'm healing. Are we good on push?
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
We've seen worse.
Okay.
Yeah, we would if
Dynamo and stack beam.
Dynamo stacked, so stay in.
We pushed this with like
I'm
7
not-
DPS death.
Not shielding.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. I shielded.
If we're sitting here
Dynamo.
around 25, spread
Dynamo.
Dynamo, so spread and then follow. Around 25% after she comes
In.
back. That's about when we need to really worry.
I don't think I'm gonna get that off.
I feel like I
I'm
made that
getting it.
call in my head. Did I make that call? But it was probably in the middle of all the rest of my other
Is that
thoughts.
all of
That's
my
probably-
hurt?
Yes. You
Yes.
stay in the center, you will die.
Chain. Trick. Litany. Divination.
Unless
Battle voice.
if you are Bahamut.
Well.
Bahamut Edgy. The demi Bahamut. Perfectly fine.
Reprisal.
Am I
Absolutely
living to this?
hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gotcha, I gotcha.
Devotion.
the crew benefit to your right as platinum landed.
Shit,
Alright.
you sure?
Find them.
Twist.
Go.
I see.
I took that. Yeah.
Nah, that's okay. I'm staying here, man. Just
Oh man. Nice.
make new.
I may have popped star early. Save Indom for when we come back from Blackfire.
Yeah, I usually
Alright, so
illuminate.
Are we still going
Blackfire,
towards
it
nail?
ain't- It
You're
ain't
still
gonna be
going
there.
towards nail. Be in the center, the very center.
Just making sure.
We want to make sure this dive goes through the center. Go to the edge, then stutter step a little bit.
Where you going, Seth?
Wrong way.
Wall.
Wrong way, Mito. This is not the
Shit.
DPS side. Yeah. DPS look at the wall and go left.
No, wait. Which wall? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, DPS look
What
at
do
the
you
wall.
mean, which wall?
I can look at the other wall, like right. It's just one big circle.
What you're
Okay?
walking towards, you go toward. You look at it and go left. Yeah.
Well, personally, I always oriented to Twintania, so fuck you.
Hey, So
With pointing inward, and I'm like, all right, left is tank and healer, and right is DPS.
Meadow,
Right?
go ahead.
the nail calls for me are kind of fucking with me because they're kind of inconsistent, and
Sure.
my brain just
Oh yeah.
like I'll hear it in Dynamo, and then I'm like,
Yeah. That's probably my fault.
I'm
I'm
like,
sorry.
okay, I need like Dynamo or End, like pick one of those, and I could fix that if one, I just pay a little bit more closer to what you're actually saying, and two, if I can fix my fucking triggers, I don't know what's up with my triggers.
No worries. I will be more consistent. I will not use. I will try my best not to use Dynamo and Trade. I'll try in
Shit,
and then stack and out.
I probably shouldn't say anything because I say Dynamo and shit.
Dynamo.
Dianmo.
Dynamo.
And then Kyo hit me with the bread, but I assumed he was memeing.
Spread. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew he meant, but I was like, what?
People with voice acting,
Battle
they'd be
noise.
cutting off the SP at the beginning, and so whenever they say spread, it comes out like
Divination.
bread.
Devotion.
So I just started calling it bread.
When you said bread, actually, I thought you said dead. So I was like, wait, who's dead?
Dianmo is kind of an inside joke because one of the earliest Dynamo ACT triggers that ever existed, that was publicly shared, had the voice say Dianmo. That's how everybody just got used to it because nobody knew what that word was back then, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just Dianmo.
Trick.
Twister.
One of these times that plummet's going to happen, and that XCOG's going to feel great.
I think that
I mean,
happened
I like
earlier.
your X-Cog there.
It's definitely popped before.
One of these days.
No, I like it on autos. What do you mean?
Yeah, but it feels even better when there's a plummet.
Yeah, for you, not for me.
Taken out of context, Kyo. That sentence. It feels even better when
Oh!
it's a plummet.
I went to 1 HP.
You can imagine. A nice home thing.
Reprisal.
Wait,
Whoa.
did you get plummeted?
Yeah,
I did. You really need to shadow play this. I went to 1 HP. I swear to God.
Nice home game.
Thanks.
Alright.
Did it feel really good when you got plummeted?
I mean, that 1 HP sure did.
I
The
think
only one that matters is the last.
I think Kyo gets a thrill out of people getting plummeted, it seems. So.
Yeah.
Going on right now.
Divination.
I don't know if I can vouch for that.
I've lost control of this conversation.
Chain.
Just don't read chat.
Alright, Q, I've had enough.
Dynamo and Chariot.
It's supposed to say in
That's out.
DMs.
Litany.
Out.
Second
Moons
cleanse.
are out. Fire was in. Good.
Devotion.
I can usually do.
Got it.
Reprisal.
Damn it.
How dare.
This fire is out. Lightnings are going out.
Stack beam and Chariot.
Stack.
Stack and out. Stack and out.
Battle this.
All the mitigation.
God damn it.
Comes Doom.
I got him.
I'm going right. Next time.
Thunder's on the.
Trick.
All good.
I don't know. I see an ice, but we'll see.
Dive and
That should be
Spread.
the final. Spread and then out. Spread out.
He loves her cherry today, huh?
Blessed by the gods.
Alright.
Excuse me. I'm in that puddle.
Got him.
East, south, north. In north waits.
Reprisal.
North waits for the first dive to go off. East, south, north. Going to south, know where east is.
Stack beam.
And it's stack. South is coming out next. North is coming out next. North waits for the first dive. And it's stack. Oh, I'll shoot you. Don't worry about it.
Don't stop me.
It's implying we stop to check which job is
Yeah,
the
good.
third
Good
dive.
point. Yep. Very
I see
reasonable.
third dive, I push rescue.
Yep. You're good. You're good.
I've never been rescued.
Careful what you wish for.
Dive and dynamite.
After a third dive.
Spread and in. Spread, then in.
I've been rescued to my death.
Stack beam
You will
and
again.
chariot.
Stack, then out. Stack, then out.
Chain. Trick. Divination. Battle voice. Litany.
Mister?
Twister.
Amazing.
Too late.
Random Russian card.
Yep.
Damn.
I did it dumb.
I did it dumb. I thought it was Blackfire for whatever reason.
Thank you.
Hmm?
You might get a kick out of this. You know how my brother just started playing this game?
Yeah.
He has some friends that are also playing, right? And I was like talking about all, you know, the credentials of everybody in this group, right? I was like, oh, Kyo's like a world first progression raider, you know? He got in world first T, world first, you know, Gaia, right? And he was like, oh, are you nervous to play with him?
Battle voice. Trick. Devotion. Divination.
Is that the brother that somehow knows who I am?
Yeah. Because you were big in Smash and you did Fire Emblem memes.
I'm not even a Smash player. It's a Street Fighter
It was
player.
a fighting game, yeah. It was the Fire Emblem memes, though. That's what it was.
Gotcha. Like, don't confuse me for a Smash player.
I'm a big fan of big fan of the Might recommended speedruns. Personally.
Finds all the speedrun tech, but doesn't speedrun.
What are you talking about? I did a Final Fantasy 1 speedrun like a few months ago. And then I did a GDQ run a few months ago. Yeah, I did. Can get the bot for you.
I don't think I saw that GDQ one.
It was one of the online ones.
Yeah. I mean, I still watch those. They finally did a Baba Is You speedrun, which was absolutely
Trick.
hilarious.
Twister.
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh!
Oh, yikes.
The
Oh, and I
spooky,
get the plummet.
the spooky twister dodges finally came.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Bit us in the ass, Seb.
Zeph, what are you doing returning to the spot you came from?
so that one actually spawned late on my screen, so I thought it was safe, but it wasn't.
What are you doing returning to the spot you came from?
My brother also thought Sphia was really funny. I don't know if that's true. I haven't played with the guy enough.
Battle Boys Trick. Chain.
Would you consider him a funny guy, Kyo?
Devotion. Divination.
I mean, he has a good sense of humor.
For person,
I wouldn't consider Sphia the comedian, but, you know.
he says some funny shit sometimes. Like, I've trap partied with him quite a bit. You just don't expect it from him because he's like, I don't know, well-spoken, super chill.
See, the big trick about not getting nervous about playing with anybody is you don't know who they are. Problem solved.
Reprisal.
I think the people I only get nervous to play with are like Ragers. Just an easy fix to that.
Wait, why are you over there, man? Oh, you did the hatch.
Because there was a fucking hatch, hi.
It's like you doing some weird range ninja thing going on right now.
You saying you expected May to Shikuchi back and drop puddles all over the back of the boss? I don't know what melees would do that. Eyes emoji.
I would.
Reprisal.
Yes, you would.
In fact, all the melee I know would. Except for May.
Me doing the new Fuma Shuriken only build.
I did it.
But my uptime, Kyo.
Trick chain. Divination. Dynamo and
Me?
Stack Beam.
And it's
Listening.
stack. Stacky.
Reprisal. Devotion.
Oh my
Oh no,
This one's out.
Thunder.
Lightnings are out. What you like here?
Stack Beam and Dynamo.
Stack in. Stack and in.
Reprisal.
Stay in.
Second cleanse. Trick.
Brett.
Dive and Dynamo.
In. Spread in.
Right.
Yeah, just give me everything. Sure.
Same.
One south north. Northwest.
Reprisal. Spread.
Spread. South is next. South is next. And then north. North has to wait. And it is spread. Spread.
Woo! Sorry, Gunner.
Didn't hit.
No, it's
No harm, no foul.
Stack beam and dynamo.
Of course.
Stack in. Stack in. But does the giant fireball do more damage the closer you are to it?
Yeah.
Trick. Chain. Divination.
Quick March is up next.
Brain activated.
This is going to be the weakest shields you've ever seen, so
I have extra
play well.
heals.
I know you're gonna want to be like in the middle for that.
Litany.
See, we're fine.
Nice.
Devotion.
You'll love to see it.
Got her.
Got it.
I'll go the other way.
You can
Yeah.
sprint straight through the boss once the shakers and tempest wings get done. Or,
Yeah, as soon as you see that Tempest
Be
Wind.
straight middle.
Okay.
That is the
Very
danger
middle.
zone.
The middle.
stack-
Middle
stack
is the
mid-side.
middle. Middle.
find nail, go to nail.
I believe in us. Good luck, Stack.
The last puddle is very
Wait.
tight.
Wait.
Good luck, Stack.
It went through my Super Bowl eye. That's cheating.
Yeah, it went through my home gang as well. Fuck that, dude.
Or would it have gone through a hollow thread?
Yes.
Tragic.
Lucha.
That was a perfect quick mark though. Besides, Gunner going into the danger zone.
Trying to see what went wrong on
Trick,
Blackfire, but I assume
Chain.
somebody stutter stepped on the first one
Divination.
instead of. You gotta move out of the first one instantly, like as soon as you see it.
Some people were also too far ahead. That last puddle was on the wall. Very, very small safe spot.
Yeah, you can't W key to the wall. You gotta run out of the first puddle and then stutter step the rest of the way. Only move when you see fire under your feet. After the first one.
Oh boy.
Reprisal.
Catch Drifter.
Twister.
Trick.
So you wanna know the sad thing about that XCOG? Even if it did plummet there, I have star.
True.
So this is for my autos. You're not taking this away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Why would you take Kyo's thrill of seeing people get plummeted away from him?
Maybe I'm just jealous, you know?
You're more than welcome to tank this. Okay, I can heal.
Seeing people getting plummeted.
Exactly.
I thought the idea was to clear.
You don't believe in my healing, Maito?
Look, once I rip that page out of my book, it's yours to play with however you want. I have no more control.
Twister.
Reprisal.
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
I was thinking about Kyo literally ripping a page out of a book.
That's what XCOG is. You rip a page out of your book.
I was thinking about it. My brain was not on Twister, unfortunately. Oh, I'm burning.
We're griefing. See, this is why I shouldn't talk, hi. Everyone dies when I open my mouth.
No.
This is why
Don't take
Hi-Hi
that away from my high. No. That's why Hi shouldn't talk.
Oh, I see how it is.
I mean, I'm okay with this. I can blame you, no problem.
Yes. That is the correct response. I remember God, Hi filled in for ramen noodles one time. And I was getting a little salty at Hi, who was digging into me a little more than usual. And we had a rough 9 and 10, unfortunately. And 11 went perfectly fine.
Boy trick.
Fuck.
As
My
we were
game's
leaving, he was like, "What's going on? What happened there? How did we one-shot it?" You know?
Divination.
And I just said, "Because Hi shut the fuck up."
Ooh.
Wow.
It was true. I didn't say a single word.
Yep, that whole D11, Hi was incredibly quiet, and it was perfectly fine. I felt so bad. I want you to know, I did feel bad after that one happened.
See, that's your mistake there.
I know, I shouldn't feel bad.
Can't even feel bad about Shadowkeeper memes. All my homies hate Shadowkeeper.
Sucks, dude.
It does. It makes you feel very stupid.
Whenever I film the ramen noodles, I'm just always just shocking all the time.
Toxic as fuck, consistent,
Reprisal.
non-stop, murdering Gunner.
Gunner and I are best friends, okay?
Not after that.
Trick.
Okay.
Get fucked.
Twister.
I thought the friendship ended when he made a gunner all back in Vietnam.
I did. I changed my main to him, but it wasn't that. Yeah, that was it. Changed my main name to Gunner like a
I
barrack.
remember that. I remember hearing this.
Fair.
Yep.
Gunner like this is not okay. I don't know you.
Kia would spell my name with an E.
Reprisal.
As if he had a gun. He was gun like the gunner.
No, I would legit mess up the thing that Heim messed up in that name, like on purpose. Like I didn't do it on purpose, but I would call you Averick or Eric instead of Eric back then.
I can't even remember what it was.
I think everybody's done that gunner with the E thing at least once.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
Reprisal.
Don't you lie.
I promise you, I've never done it. I am so particular about names. Why would I fuck up somebody else's?
I once changed my
Because
main name.
accidents happen, Mardo, and we're willing to forgive others who make them.
I don't make name accidents. But I do make I do make liquid hell accidents.
Are you gonna play that who gets double teamed?
This is definitely gonna be spicy.
I'm dead.
Why did my left trade?
Need me to supply this? Nah, we're good.
Nah.
No faith. Also, my whole life is a meme accent, so I'm offended.
Trick.
My favorite name that I've ever changed to was a Kiona Chipotle there.
Remember that?
You had that for way too long.
Devotion.
Lightning coming up.
Don't ask me about that chain.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Dynamo and
Me.
chariot.
And it's out. Get out after this.
Second cleanse.
Fire's in. Dooms are out.
You know, it is what it is, guys. We just had to go to Africa.
My fault.
Fire's out. Lightnings are coming out.
Stack beam and dynamo.
Stack in. Stack in. Stack and stay in. You're ready to rotate? Not yet.
I'm gonna migrate back north. Outside
Thunders. Might you guys stay out for this fire?
Trick.
Or maybe not, because you died. I don't know.
Oh,
Ready?
I didn't die.
Reprisal.
Did I just get pranked?
Well, you have weaknesses, long as
Dive and
Spread.
dynamo.
you did it stay out because you had second
Spread, and then it's in after this. In. Get in.
Thunder.
I'm going
Oh,
right.
I'm dead now.
Kyo is just telling the.
Or east west.
I think he actually missed the first fire. That's the only way that makes sense. Because he had ice. I don't know.
Or east west.
I got the first fire, and I had second.
Beak.
That doesn't make.
That doesn't make sense with you having ice there.
Oh, maybe I did miss some.
Stack
No,
beam.
I couldn't play the
Four?
bot.
East west. And then it's
It's
stack.
stack. It's east. and
West
West
west.
should wait, right?
This will work. This will work. It's stack. Okay, goodbye.
Ah, I ran out of the text. Yeah, I shouldn't have ran out.
do that? Alright.
No
Can we
LB
save
for
up?
transition.
We
All of
could
our
do it.
mitigation for transition.
Dive and dynamo.
Uh,
Spread,
Spread
and in.
Battle
if we get a
rolls.
stack here, 5 stack at least. Tanks out and May out.
Yeah.
And we'll just pray.
Dynamo and chariot.
Okay.
In and out.
Okay.
You ready to use any of your own personal mitigation? Gunner, do you have the gunner button?
Peloton?
Yeah. Peloton.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. To Delta. Alright. Go ahead and press it, Gunner. Anything we got. Use your own
This is a
personal
buff
mitigation.
shake. This is buff shake.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shake I think has to go on the last one. The last pulse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have delayed my bubble as well. I like how... Actually, I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
You know, in olden days, you could adlo the ferry and deploy right before the last one.
Right.
You can't do that anymore. It's sad.
90s kids.
Feels bad.
Yeah, I died to 44k, I think. Which was unfortunate.
Yeah, same.
Also, as a heads up, Ori has to leave at 11:30.
I
Unfortunately,
might.
forgot
I have to
mention
double
it.
check.
Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and take a small break now instead of like later, I guess. 5 minutes if you need to go pee or get a drink or something like that. I at least need to go pee.
We're staying here?
We can stay
Okay.
in the instance. Yeah. And I'll be right back. Just like 3 to 5 minutes or so. Alrighty, hello. Wait, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, and I just saw Gunner jump, which is good. I think there's one thing about Blackfire we haven't explicitly discussed, and I think that's mostly because it hasn't come up yet, but I'd like to preemptively discuss it. Blackfire is the second trio, if you remember, where we're in the center, and then we walk towards Nail, yada yada. We take the Mega Flare stack at the wall. When we're running to our towers, if you don't have a Mega Flare, you can be running to your tower, of course. Nail will be dropping those puddles on the ground. If this wasn't explicitly said, you don't go immediately straight into your tower. What you want to do is wait at least until you've seen her shoot the first one, and then when she's like shooting the second one, you can kind of see her animation a little bit. That's when I walk into the tower, because if you walk into it too early, you have the possibility of dropping the puddle on the tower, and it will kill you before you're able to complete that mechanic. Does that make sense?
Could you just walk out to like where the first puddle circle ends, I guess, and then go, or should I just watch for the animation?
Could you walk out until where the first circle
like
ends?
Wait, is this safe over here? All right, pretend this puddle
this is
right
also,
here.
Yeah, pretend that's a tower.
Okay, so I get pretend that's like the puddle she throws at me, like the bee.
Okay.
And then I walk out like right here, and then wait for her to throw the other one. Is that safe or not?
That would be safe, but you want to walk into your tower then, like as she's throwing the second one.
Yeah. To be clear, you're not waiting to get hit by a puddle. You need to survey the entire arena and look for the first gravity puddle that she puts down in the whole arena.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Go. So you're not waiting to get hit by something.
I think we're talking about two different things. I was talking about like the phase where we have to look for her, and then she throws the fire puddles at us.
That's the phase. So after we do the fire puddle run to the wall, we split into groups. DPS are going to go left, looking at the wall, and healers and tanks are going right.
Right.
If you don't get the Mega Flare stack, which will make you go back to the wall again, then you have to stay out of the towers. Like, you pick a tower, but you stay out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to shoot 3 gravity balls. If you put the first gravity ball in a tower, you're dead. You just wiped us.
Oh, I was talking about like before that though, like because like we're having issues with the timing for that, right? Like,
yeah, May's just preempting so we don't throw away one to people running into the tower right away. Because that will wipe us. So if you got to do a tower, just remember, don't go in right away. Wait for I'll gravity puddle. But yeah, it's separate from the other shit that's happening there.
Yeah, separate from the fireballs.
You're asking about the liquid health, right, Maito?
Yeah.
Do you have a question about this?
What I was saying is like, do I just like is it safe? First liquid health drops, and then I wait at the end, and then I stutter step. Like,
yes,
that's fine. Okay.
So first liquid health drops, go right outside the edge of it. Wait until you see the second one, and then just start slowly.
For towers, she's gonna start throwing gravity shit, and then I just wait for at least one, and then it's safe to take the tower. And then
correct. Yep.
We tend to give the first one a little bit more breathing room, so like you don't go right up the edge of the first one, because you're kind of dodging the dive bomb in the middle. And if you're too close to the middle, you can get clipped by it. If somebody baited it wrong, right? So I tend to go a couple steps like in front of the first puddle, and then I do the stutter stepping thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that what I said? You go right outside the first puddle, and then you start stutter stepping.
I go like a couple steps. Like I go outside the first puddle, and I like go a couple steps more, and then I start double start stepping.
No, sorry. As long as we're as a group, I think it'll be okay. Food check. And then that makes sense, Gunner?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Just need practice.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the puddle movement's a little a little rough, but the thing that's a little weird is the thermionic beam snapshot. The beam snapshot's basically right after we finish that first puddle dodge. So the faster you get to the edge of that puddle, the cleaner that beam stack will be. I was looking at the clip a couple times, and I think the beam targeted Gunner, and he was just a little late to the stack. And that's why it clipped like half the group and not the other half. It's because we weren't very cleanly stacked for the beam. But yeah, if we all rush out of that first puddle, we'll all be perfectly stacked with beam. It'll hit all 8 easy.
I just need to spin my camera better. Just having trouble finding Nail.
Just you can put your camera so that 2 are in view, and you'll know where Nail is immediately. If Nail's not in view, then it's the last spot. It's a triangle, so.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to super spin to try to find Nail specifically.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was a triangle.
Yeah, they make a triangle. So like if you have it so that 1 and 2 are in view, and you see that neither of those is Nail, then Nail is right behind you.
Hey, what the hell am I looking at then? Oh, okay, I see. I'm looking at the picture here.
The trick is actually just to be able to see everything at once.
Yeah, if you zoom your camera out far enough, you can just look at it all at once.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Reported.
Oh, no.
I have my chat blocker on. Ah!
Let's get a 32x9 monitor by myself.
I'll get on that.
I just have 7 4K monitors all chained together.
I'll have you guys know that during our break, Amy here messaged me and called me a bad tank. Said that she's a better tank than me, so I think we're
I
swapping.
am. A little bit busted. So without cooldowns.
I think I'm gonna heal and Emmy's gonna tank. That seems to be the way to go.
I'm okay with this.
Uh-oh.
I got it.
Is that a 4? That was a 4 stack. Sorry.
I don't got it.
I should pay attention if someone dies.
No, it's...
All the cool kids died in the middle.
Was that a case of I was talking and everybody dies? I see.
I think Lumi was talking in the center.
Oh. No,
See,
it's my
I
fault.
gotta shut up.
No, it's my fault. It's my fault.
We're distracting Mito. We need to hush. They're distracting everyone.
I've been told. I'll go ahead, Theo. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, if I can't meme in UCoB, then what is life?
Yeah, like I've been told that I have to take Gunner and Mito through the trial of having to play through distractions.
Been yelled at too many times for talking in rain.
I had to do that shit with both Fold and Teto. While Kio's sitting here breathing down my neck like, where was that in down? Jesus Christ, ah!
Is that why you quit healing?
Is that why what?
Is that why you quit healing, May? The experience of healing with Keo and UCoB was just so traumatic that you're like, I can't heal ever again.
The last thing he healed was
nothing,
T, and then he quit. So.
Yep. Not healed since T. Mostly because I have a very deep love for Black Mage.
Can't believe I caused May's healing retirement.
Oh, no, we go do too.
God damn it.
Man, I mean, how are you feeling? Is Keo giving you a hard time? Just so you can be honest with us.
Me?
Yeah, like, you know, Keo's been known to bully his co-healers. You know,
like-
He was
Yeah,
literally being bullied and stepped
Yeah, I
on me
feel
on a
like
daily
Tia-
basis. Stepped on by me, sorry.
Kind of the other way again.
Yeah, this is definitely a role reversal. I don't mind.
Keo, are you okay? Do we need to talk to somebody?
Yo, I get the shield healer. I'm always happy on Skull.
Yeah, I'm not a good shield healer. I would kill us.
Have people tried to push you from shield healing?
No, it's just that I've thought that Scholar sucks lately, so I just haven't been playing it. I hate what they've done to my poor baby.
I mean, compared to Heaven's Word,
Do you want to play something into this color?
Reprisal.
I'm down to meme on Scholar.
No, I want to play Scholar. I enjoy playing Scholar. I'm sad that it's so weak. That's all.
Yeah.
And I mean
That
that
is,
in comparison to how stupidly broken it used to be. Like, this is how it really should be. I'm just sad.
Yeah.
Yes. That
Like,
is
it
one of
was
the reasons
way
why I
too
suck.
strong before. It's kind of the same with Warrior. Although I don't think Warrior should be where it is right now. But it's like, Warrior was very clearly way too strong for way too long.
Don't get me started on old Astro. I missed my class.
Why did it take away the bowl? The fuck?
I
Right?
miss cards. Some cards that aren't all balanced. Definitely.
You laughed, but a bowl would have saved us earlier.
Dude, bowls were
Divination. Chain.
clutch.
I love that.
Litany. Battle voice.
I have a clip where Keel's like, dude, I just top decked a Ewer. Save the whole, save the
Dynamo
whole
and
bowl.
stack beam.
Gunner.
Where was really good
Stack.
therapy.
Stack. This was
Gunner
right
missed
after
that.
a star. Healed the beat for a beat.
Gunner missed that fire.
Because Kyo AFK in the middle of a pull because he thought he was dead.
Eyes up.
Stack beam and dynamo.
Stacked in.
it.
Trick.
Might have missed that fire. No, he didn't. Never mind. Sorry. Propagation.
Never mind.
We're all good.
Yeah.
Dive and dynamo.
Spread and
Follow.
then in. Get in.
Thunder.
Chain right.
Third cleanse.
One, three, four.
Reprisal.
1, 3, 4.
Stack beam.
And it's stack. 3 is next. Then 4. And this is stack. Oh, stack, that's perfect. Beautiful. You'll love to see it.
No soil.
No soil?
I have bubble.
We don't. It's LB3 anyway. Literally AFK. LB3 is so fucking strong.
As it should be.
Trick. Chain. Divination.
I guess we haven't really discussed Grand Up 10. Do we want an LB for that? Are we going to make them go through the ringer? I'm okay with LB3
Yo,
for Grand Up 10.
Surf strat?
Oh,
Center?
oh man.
Twister.
Litany.
Got Mito.
Random red check here. No.
Got me.
Oh, I forgot to wait.
Oh, hold on.
Can you heal high? I'm slow raising everything.
I think I got the super
Getting
blood.
I'm getting May
got
and
Gunner.
Gunner.
Okay, go ahead.
I got May and Gunner. I got Swift for
Center
the
when
second
you
one.
can. Get to the center when you can. Use your personal healing if you have it.
Thank LB.
Reprisal.
Early.
Oh, it's bad.
Ooh,
I'll get the close DPS more.
that
this
tab
is,
was off, wasn't it?
The second one, yes, was off
Yeah.
because I was
People
raising
raised.
it.
Yeah.
Decided to shoot me.
Yeah.
Fucking Twister.
I think if I hadn't canceled my raise to heal high, we might have made that. Oh well.
Savage.
Yeah, I got the super light timing. It was really tight though, but
Yeah, I don't think you needed a single heal with that timing. I'll know that in the future.
Yeah. Well, if we. Oh, that's nice. That'll entirely depend on the nail phase, though. How long that is. No, well, you're not using it for him.
Battle voice. Treaching. Divination. Devotion.
If I get it, I'll shove you. Yeah.
Oh, would you? Oh, oh well.
Sorry.
I think that might
Oi.
be. My brain has successfully started thinking about that.
Mine hasn't yet. I will though.
Reprisal. Trick.
Twister.
Reprisal.
So something about being able to Shikuchi through a hatch.
Did you do that?
No, but apparently that's possible.
Interesting.
Nothing
I've seen some colossal. I've seen some colossal fails with those mechanic interactions, but you know.
I don't intend.
Reprisal.
I intend to be a very safe hatchling.
Hatched.
Yeah, little hatchling. You know, because you get hatched.
Yeah, yeah.
You got the hatch mechanic, therefore you are hatched.
I got it. Thank you.
You just call me a nerd?
Yeah, dude.
Hey, I liked it, okay?
You are a nerd, right?
I see
Nope.
Sev is taking after me.
You should have heard his Spanish.
Oh my god, was it?
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad, dude. No.
It was all right.
Wow.
It mind fucked me.
Look, all right. So, I was getting this DoorDash from
Uh-huh.
some dude, and
Chain. Trick.
what ends up
Divination.
happening is they drive to my house, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Flipping
So
battle
my food's here.
voice.
Well, then he starts driving away, and I'm like, all right, what the fuck's going on? Let me get the lightning really fast.
Dynamo and stack beat.
Lumi, and it's stacked.
Devotion. Reprisal.
In then stacked. So he drives away back to the restaurant, and I'm like, all right, this is not cool. So I call up DoorDash, and no, I call up him, because DoorDash gives me his number, and I call him. I'm like, all right, did you just steal my chicken wings? And he starts saying he can't speak English, and he's asking me to speak in Spanish. And I'm like,
Stack beam and dynamo.
stack in.
Reprisal.
I'm
My
like, I haven't
you.
spoken Spanish in years. Absolutely years. It was bad.
First
Bad.
cleanse.
I don't know why Mida would ever say it was good.
I said it was all right.
Thunder.
Oh, okay, alright. Well, excuse me.
Trick.
Uh-oh.
I'm dead. Good luck, Sev.
Pokey poke.
Now we go.
Dive and Dynamo.
Spread in. Spread then follow.
I'll take the knurling. Oh yeah.
Lightnings. Good lightnings. Uh, 1-3 north. And just to be on the safe side, north should wait for
Reprisal.
1-3 north.
Stack beam.
And it's stacked. Here's 1. 3 is next. And then north. North waits.
Reprisal.
And this is stacked. Wow, that was close.
Yikes.
Oh. Wait a minute.
I feel like that was northwest.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that.
You mean it should have been northwest?
Yeah, I think it should have been northwest. It
1,
may have
3,
been
4?
at 3 in west, and I may have saw west and 4 on accident in my brain. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was it. All right, my bad, guys.
You know. Nay.
What do I know? Hi. What do I know? Hi. Please tell me what is in my brain. What is the information that I know?
You're thinking about the Mexicans with the chicken wings, you know. I know how it is.
That's a little racist.
Who said
Battle
he
voice.
was
I
Mexican?
Devotion.
Did not say he was Mexican at all.
Divination.
Come on, hi.
I said he spoke Spanish.
Damn, Kyo, that was slick.
Well, to be fair, you also
Yeah, I'm
say you didn't
hearing,
speak English, right? It's logical to assume a Spanish speaker who doesn't speak English is Mexican.
Yeah.
What? Not in Florida.
No, not in Florida. I haven't seen any Mexicans since I've been here.
Oh my.
I feel scared.
Reprisal.
We have a very big Hispanic population, and it consists of a lot of different
Cubans,
Hispanic
Dominicans.
Mm-hmm.
True, true.
Twister.
Maybe I'm doing
Trick.
these patches a little too soon. Then again, maybe not.
Why?
This is your punishment.
Reprisal.
Oh, that's a bad. Oh. we can recover, but it depends on Mido.
Sorry about that.
Twister.
Can I do this?
Twister.
I can't do this. Fuck.
I was trying my best not to cut off Gunner.
Does an exploded hatch give everyone damage down, or does it give the person that it hit damage down?
Everyone. I think.
Sounds right.
But like, why?
Tank LB3 damage, maybe.
Yeah.
The next question is, why am I curious?
Battle
Oh.
voice.
Oh, there's no tank stance.
Trick.
Have
Hello,
fun.
boss.
Chain. Devotion.
We don't have 8 seconds.
Seconds.
Oh, there's a Twister in here.
Thanks for the shields.
Oh, we're not skipping shit.
Oh god.
In position
We,
for Twisters.
Successfully LB cheese anyway. Bye.
Wait, what happened?
Twister again.
This is a bad idea, maybe?
Second.
Mido.
A nice soil.
Yo, I tried.
Gunner, why are you over here?
I don't know. I'm so lost right now.
Alright, Stev. I do that shit all the time, so, pulling without tank stance, yeah. It's really annoying what they did to tank stance in this game, because,
Yeah.
like, you used to have to think about it, you know, a lot, right? With, your damage being reduced.
It's like simultaneously the easiest thing and the hardest thing.
Yeah, it's just like, you used to have to think, oh, I'm not in Sword Oath, right? My damage sucks.
Bonus points if you get snarky with the healer that reminds you about it 5 seconds before the pull.
That's just, a tradition, you know?
Battle voice.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even my fucking
Devotion.
tank that did that. It
Divination.
was my melee.
Twister.
Don't tell me you need this tank dance, I mean, gosh.
Reprisal. Trick.
Twister.
That's what you
I
get,
will
I mean.
scream. I will scream.
Reprisal.
You will scream.
Ice cream.
I want ice cream.
I don't know why, but today I was thinking about that Sonic the Hedgehog ice cream with the 2 gumballs. I was like, damn, I really want that.
Oh,
Yeah,
now I have a
it's lit.
craving. This is your fault.
Twister.
Reprisal.
God damn it.
Okay, mate.
I'm just healing.
That was full W. Oh, that may have been a bad idea. Oh, no, we're good.
What, did you shapeshift or something?
Did I what?
What was the bad idea?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
You
Raiding with
definitely
you.
shapeshift.
Raiding
Oh,
with you was a bad
I
idea.
see, I see. Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Rude?
Trick. Divination.
You know the kind of crap I pick up with every day when he logs in
Litany.
to the game? I think he can take a little.
Devotion.
I've gotten into the habit of
Dynamo and stack beam.
High, and it's step.
I'll like say in FC chat, hey May. And you'll be like, what? I just won't say anything back. Like, hey, you want to know something? And I just won't respond.
No. It's because one of us actually cares about the other person. Hi.
Yeah, I care about you a lot. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stack beam and dynamo.
In
Reprisal.
and in. Stacking. Yeah.
Third class.
I just like to keep you on your toes, okay?
Really weird statement. Please never say that again.
Trick.
I like to keep you thinking, what was Hi gonna say to me? Now you'll never
thought
know.
in my life.
Brad.
Dive
He wants to
dynamo.
occupy your thoughts.
In, follow, in.
Thunder.
One of these days, Kia's gonna kill me with that call.
In. Or you mean Brad?
Bread. Or
You should have seen me the tier where it was a legitimate raid call.
Reprisal.
Say meow
North,
mid
southwest?
raid.
A7.
Yep.
North, southwest. North, south.
Stack beam.
Yeah. North. And it's stacked. South, west. Stack.
It was just such a fun raid call because you had different people let
Reprisal.
out
Right.
their inner furry every week. So everybody got into it. They're like, meow.
Yep.
Ball face, someone would be like, meow.
Oh yeah, we definitely meowed.
I thank Square Enix for so long for that raid call.
Alright. First one. Let's quick march. Come here. Gunner sitting there really close, just staring into the sun. Gunner, no.
Trick. Chain. Divination.
Twister.
Random shaker.
Litany. Reprisal. Devotion.
Yeah, I
Stack in the
I
middle,
should
find
hold
nail.
that.
Walk out of the first fire puddle as fast as you can instead of stuff the rest.
Yep. Very similar. Very similar. I'll go far DPS.
I'm getting far. Stack us to get the healer tower. I didn't make it. Fuck.
I actually did get that tower though.
Do you want me to get the second healer tower? If this happens?
Usually the tank and the stack will go get it.
Yeah.
Like if the tank isn't free to go get the tank tower, then I'm supposed to adjust to it, but I didn't have to use the swift. Or I didn't have sprint. Because I wasted it like a fool.
How
So
did
healers adjust to tank tower if tank is tank.
If the heal tank side of the towers, whichever one is free always takes the far so that the stack can take the close. Same thing with DPS side. If there's only one DPS for the DPS towers, you take the far one. The stack takes the closer tower.
How did Mito and Gunnar get hit by a dive bomb?
I thought might have
Is
got.
me and Zev. I walked to the right because my dumbass was like, "Don't walk in the Neuralink."
Give me a second.
I didn't go like straight. I just like got out the little fireball, and then I walked and I was like, "Oh, Neuralink bad," and then so I strafed right, and then I continued moving
Check.
straight.
What happened with the flatten? I was so confused. That
I
it was
just
dead.
didn't have cooldowns. I should have home ganked it.
Yeah, if you got, I think home gank's fine to use there.
Yeah.
If you got nothing else, it's fine. So yeah, I mean,
Because of
Zev
the-
died because he got fire when he rose. Yeah, Mito went the wrong way. Actually, look. Yeah, I think you were just slow, Mito.
Really?
Because you hesitated? I don't know.
I mean, I walked straight out, but like I moved right. So would that have like snapshotted the dive?
If you get hit by the dive bomb, you're too slow. If the dive bomb was baited middle.
So even if I like didn't move or even if I didn't move right, I still would have been fine then. Because if you're clipping my stream, like you see me like move right.
Oh, I wasn't. I was looking at Shadow Play.
You're saying right is the direction and not right is incorrect.
Like
Right.
yeah, right as the direction.
Okay.
Because like okay, this is me and Sue's Carbuncle here. Carbuncle's the Neuralink. I got out of the circle and then I moved right and then went like this way. So I don't know if that was like me being slow or like me being right. Anyways, I know that I should have just walked through the Neuralink anyways. I don't know why I did that.
Ori, how's it looking? Do you know if you're...
I do have to go at 8:30. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll get a few more pulls in.
Okay, I took a look at your VOD, Mido. Yeah, you're still getting out of it too slow. That first fireball, like as soon as you see the beginning of that impact AoE, just W key right out of the circle.
Gotcha.
And then stop once you're at the edge. Or just outside the edge. Unfortunately, it's a very picky snapshot.
Yeah, it is.
Battle voice. Devotion. Chain. Divination.
Twister.
Oh, what was that dodge, Ziv? Come on. I can't blame you for that. Sorry, no, that was my fault.
Did you hit Zeb's or mine?
I hit Sevs. He dodged into the boss and dropped the twister inside of the boss hitbox.
Yeah, Zeb, how dare you do that?
It's not your fault. I can dodge a little bit differently.
No, I think I also just did too wide. I felt different than what you were doing.
Litany. Battle voice. Trick. Chain. Divination. Devotion.
Twister.
My bad.
Reprisal. Trick.
Twister.
What?
Twister.
Reprisal.
Remember deploying up with EOS here? I miss deploying up with EOS here.
Same. Miss deploying off AOS in general.
Yeah.
Chain. Trick divination. Dynamo and
Me?
stack beam. Litany.
And it's stacked. And then stacked.
Reprisal. Devotion.
Fire's out. Lightning's coming up.
Stack beam and dynamo.
Stack in. Stack and then in. Stay in.
Trick.
Brett.
I was prepared for it this time.
Dive and dynamo.
Follow. Get in.
Follow. Brett,
in,
follow.
Red follow.
Brett, follow.
Thunder.
Why the fuck are all these dragons here? Jesus Christ.
First cleanse.
East, south, north?
Some
Reprisal.
In the
Me?
woods. Ah, Jesus Christ.
East, south, north.
East, south, north.
Spread.
Spread.
And it's spread. Spread. South. And then north. North waits as well. North waits. Now go.
Brett.
Spread.
No.
I am slow risen.
Okay.
Dive and dynamo.
Brett.
Spread in.
God damn it, man.
Dynamo and chain.
In, then out. In, then out.
I really hope that you imagine me with the most serious face possible, making the very serious raid call of Brett.
Oh, God.
It's very important that you all understand
Chain. Trick.
that right now we should Brett.
Divination.
Oh, stupid. Oh.
God.
Litany.
Alright, quick march. The first one. Yeah,
Twist
that's
that.
good.
Comfy.
Devotion.
Yeah, felt good.
Reprisal.
Start thinking about Blackfire. Remember, we're going to be in the center, and then we're going to move a little bit past the edge of the first fireball and keep going. DPS will then mosey on to the left. You can move to the left first and then double back when you see the flag. Gonna go far. I'll get the close one.
Can't get to the center.
Reprisal.
Everybody to the center.
Trick.
There won't be shields.
Put add on
fine, I'm
this.
good.
Get away
Okay,
from the
alright.
front.
Don't be in front.
I'll get it. Horizon.
Star was late. I'm sorry. Rikio.
Okay. Next up, we're gonna find Nail. Then we're going to either spread around her or get into the neural.
You stay
One or
mid.
two, and then the opposite. Find Nail first. Find Nail. In
Dynamo
first,
dive
then spread.
You want to bomb it?
Spread a bit, just a little bit. In the neurally.
And spread again.
Out the neurally.
Alright, fine. I'm be that way, May.
Yeah.
Reprisal.
Soil.
I'll fucking shoot you out of there.
Watch it cleave.
Yep. Awesome.
Divination.
Turn
Tank
away.
buster.
Trick.
One more cleave.
Okay, everybody to the center.
Do you do tower under nail right side?
Right side.
Yes, right one. Everybody to the very center. Remember, Gunner, you're always going east relative to where they are. If Nail's in the center, it's a split dodge. It's not.
There will be a twister on this dive again.
Yep. Twister. Twister now.
To
Is
the
your
middle.
tower sub?
Ready for Heaven's Fall? I'm in the wrong place. Wait, I don't.
Where were you?
You
All
are
the
left
towers-
one. Left two.
I was, but all the towers were taken. That's fine.
I was too close to the center anyway. I got shanked.
Wait, is it? Okay.
Shuffled to left 4 because I thought
No, I
Mine
went
was
to the
left 3, but
I went to the wrong place. Mino's in my tower. The tower in Mino took would have been mine. It would have been one down, but I wouldn't have gotten it anyway.
Wait.
but that was the idea. You'll take the 4th one to the left, Mido.
Okay.
Yeah. And like we were saying previously, there might be a huge ass fucking gap from Nail, like there was there. So there was a very large gap, and then there was High's tower, and then there was another very large gap, and then that would have been Kio's tower. And then ours would have continued down.
Oh, okay.
Time for one more pull or no? Ori, feel free.
Yeah, it should be fine. One more.
Great, awesome.
Or he has faith that we're not going to get the golden. Shame. I believe in us.
There. Now I get on golden week day 2.
Despite the
Disband.
fact we haven't even talked about 10 strike.
I believe in the clear full.
Battle voice.
In fact,
Trick
I'm going to
chain.
potting.
Devotion.
Full magic?
Divination.
Let's go.
I'll put 2. Just for you. Oh, I count.
Reprisal. Trick.
That was a really sad star.
The saddest.
Reprisal.
Oh man, I just committed cringe.
Did you uncommit cringe?
Yeah, I fixed it.
Okay, great. I never want to hear the phrase "Mido has cringe" because I just don't think that's true. I think that's just a false statement. in all regards.
Lido is
Twista.
exclusively poggers, not cringe.
No.
Reprisal.
I
Sounded
can
very
feel the
pain.
I can feel the pain in his voice. He's like, ah. It's taking damage.
That like critically hit me IRL.
Wait, Mark, nothing early.
Trick chain.
Chase someone down during that Heaven's Fall spread just to make them nervous.
Litany.
I don't, but now I'm going to. I know exactly who I'm going to do it to.
Devotion.
Yeah, why would you
Dodgeball and stack beam.
to me?
I wasn't sure if it was me or May.
Stat. Stat.
We'll just leave
Reprisal.
that up to,
Artistic interpretation.
exactly.
I vote
You'll
for
find
May.
out.
I vote for May.
I mean, if it had to be one of us, I think Aaron's a little more important at that situation than I am. I'll be fine.
Unders?
Stack beam and dynamo.
Stack in.
In.
Reprisal.
Stay in. Unless you're high.
Third cleanse.
Undo.
Trick.
Just remember, Gunner, you have to stay out of the fourth fire,
I have.
or it will kill it. I think Gunner had the second.
Dive and chariot.
Spread?
Spread and then out. Stay away.
Going right.
Oh, nice.
Thunder.
Oh,
Close.
Did you run left with the guy? That's not that
sorry.
straight
I
strategy.
thought I was
Look
going
at the
back.
picture.
Actually.
Or dive bombs?
Reprisal.
Yes. 4, 2, west.
Thanks.
Stack beam.
It's that. 4 is out. 2 is out. And then west.
I did it again. Ran out of the stack. Yeah.
Yikes.
I'm very recoverable.
I'm dead.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Alright, we're doing it.
Okay. So the shake goes on the final
Stack beam
explosion.
and
Yes.
chariot.
There's
Stack,
three.
and
There's
then
two
out.
pulses.
Stack, then
Don't
out.
cheese. Don't.
out.
I'll count them for you.
No. I'm getting.
Dive and
It's
dynamo.
out.
Spread.
Spread
and
then in. Spread then in. In.
We have to just go with
I
this.
don't actually.
Yep.
Fuck.
Alright.
Okay.
11.
Woke up Kyo.
Litany. Trick.
I got
I get
Zev.
Mido. Got Gunner as well.
I'll faint this.
I'll get Sev as soon as I'm up.
No, I got it.
I'm gonna wait to deploy off Sev.
Divination.
Or Gunner.
To the center. Very center. This is quick march. Quick march.
Ah, never mind. I'm just gonna be a sucker.
It's fine.
And
Twista.
Sir.
See? Easy.
I'm gonna be missing a lot
It's
for
fine.
Blackfire.
Reprisal.
I will make up for it.
Start thinking about
Devotion.
Blackfire. Be in the center. Move a little bit past the first fireball.
I have everything for black 5.
All I have is Dom.
I
Get
have
to the-
everything.
Get to the center. To the center. Don't be in the too early, might I remember, but yeah.
Star.
Nice. Come to the center.
Reprisal.
Boss is not changing the direction. Boss is not changing direction.
Chain. Trick.
Start thinking about Bell Ruin. We're going to go to the nail Neuralink. It's going to be spread around and then in, or in then spread around. Then we definitely get into the Neuralink no matter what. Then we spread again. 1, 2, 1, 2. Easy peasy.
Dynamo dive spread.
In first, then spread. Spread out a bit. Then back in the Neuralink. Back in the Neuralink. Then spread again. Spread again now.
Get in the star, get in the star.
Reprisal.
And the soil. And the soil.
Big tank stuff right afterward.
Battle voice. Divination.
Start thinking about Heaven's Fall. Remember, if Nail is between them, Mido, that means you would be going south, correct? Or away from them, right? Because Nail will not dash. Oh, there can get you. Sorry.
Ooh, yikes.
Trick.
Oh.
I'll raise it.
Good, hi. Good work. Okay. Center,
top
very
one.
center. Nail is not between them. Twister now. Okay, towers.
Line up towers, knockback.
Ooh, that's my tower. I adjusted.
Yeah, then of course we had some.
Nice. We got another Heaven's Fall pull though. That's where we're going to be working on that one a lot. That's the hard one.
Yes.
Thanks, Riser. Ah.
I'll send him a message later that says like bye, we love him, all that. You know,
For the pushback towers, when you count for
For
nail
the-
right 3, do you count the tower on him as one, or?
For
Yeah,
our
the
side.
tower on Nail is the right one tower. So for example,
Okay.
because you're right 3, it'll be Nail and then 2 more towers. Unless there's no tower on Nail. Then you go to Nail and then you keep counting right. And then it's whatever tower is to the right of Nail. 2, 3.
Alright.
So the tower is either on Nail or not on Nail. And that would be 1.
Okay, so I'm looking at the Heaven's Fall trio picture.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So that's our positions, and then
So you should pay attention right now, Mido, and well, Gunner's not in here, but Gunner, can you take a look at my stream real quick?
I didn't mean to leave.
You guys are going to have a hard time with the knockback distance for Heaven's Fall, not getting murdered, even though it's the exact same distance as the transition from Twin to Nail. So the faster you guys realize that it's literally the waymarks, the faster you realize it's this distance. Like this is the spot you want to stand to get knocked back, not get pushed into the death wall, and also not get killed by the middle knockback. It's exactly the waymarks. They measure it on all sides. Yep. So when you line up with your tower, you're not really thinking about that distance, but that's going to kill you more often than anything else. Is misjudging either standing too far, too close to the wall and getting pushed into the death wall, or too close to the middle and dying to the damage. And any one person dying there is a wipe.
You can think about it radially like a circle.
Yeah.
That's what I do anyway, is I think what is the circle that would connect the dab?
And there's a little bit of breathing room, like for the B marker, you could be on the outside of the B or the inside of the B, and you would not get killed. So there's all this room to breathe. It's just that, you stand here, you're dead. You stand here, you get killed by the middle. So.
Also,
yeah.
I had a dive marker on my head. Do I wait for that to disappear before I go
No.
into?
No.
Yeah.
What was that? Sorry, that was a little quiet for me.
Sorry, I had a dive marker on my head. Do I wait in the middle for that?
No,
to
those
disappear?
get baited.
Those are irrelevant. They get locked in immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing is that you're orienting your position to Nail, and it's easy to forget that Nail shows herself right away before you dodge the dive bombs, and she doesn't move. So finding her is really easy because she's always in the same spot she appeared in. at the beginning, because you gotta find her again really quickly. Some people have trouble finding her.
Question. Heaven's Fall Towers. Am I left 5 on this picture?
4.
You're left 4.
Ooh, wait.
Just like your quick munch, you are left 4. So you'll find Nail, and then the tower that's to the left of Nail. No matter if there's a tower on Nail or not, you don't count that tower.
Yeah, the way the picture's oriented, like it's all for the right side, right? Because that's essentially how it is. It starts at Nail, and you clockwise count all 8 players. But how most groups break it down is like you're not going to count 8 towers clockwise. That's not how you figure the mechanic out quickly on the fly mid-full. Mid-full, you're either going to count up to 4 to the right or up to 4 to the left. So you're the 4th tower on the left side, which is also the 5th tower from the right side.
Okay.
Nail is 1 on the right side.
You have one of the hardest positions, not gonna lie.
It is actually.
Absolutely.
The DPS have the much harder role there in terms of
Yeah.
doing towers.
I'm trying to okay, so in this picture where it says 4, but it looks like it's kind of positioned to the right. That's me, right?
Why?
Specifically.
Let me link or post the picture that I'm looking
Yeah, sure.
at.
Feel free to repost it. Okay. And now could you repeat your question?
So I am 4 in this picture?
You are technically the 5. You are
Okay.
left 4. I should renumber these to be R1, R2, R3, and R4. And then L1, L2, L3, and L4.
Okay, so then I think on the right side then for at least the second attempt. I just got killed by the knockback.
Yes. Yeah.
Probably.
If I remember correctly, I saw you in the correct position. The correct area.
The veterans are all likely to also line up before the knockback in front of their tower very quickly, just as repetition. So you can usually, if you know who's to your left and who's to your right, you can usually, sanity check yourself that way.
So you'll be between me and Svea, which would be pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, both of them are going to get into position really fast, so that would be a good sanity check. Like,
And
okay,
it-
my
and
right
it's-
spot.
And it's always going to be true north, right? No relative to boss bullshit.
It's always going to be relative to Nail. Every single time.
Oh, okay.
Consider Nail
okay.
true north, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that and at the top is not north. That is
Gotcha.
Nail. Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
That probably helps a lot. Okay. Though this is good. I can see what I can do to my diagrams to help make it a little better. These are actually the diagrams Kyo gave me fucking 3 or 4 years ago.
Ancient history, yeah.
Then after that is 10 strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 strike is easier than Heaven's Fall, but it's still hard. Heaven's Fall is going to be just you think you know it, you think you got it, and then you just get knocked on the wall anyway. It's damn it, how? It's just because it's juggling. There's 3 different things you're trying to do. Line up distance to the wall, line up with the tower, and count the tower all at the same time. And it's just,
Mm-hmm.
Can you also, because you were watching me, man, how the fuck did I survive that tower? Is that just luck?
First or second time?
When I dropped the AoE in it?
Oh, so the Shadow Flare that Nail does, the little gravity orb, if it's the second one, you can stand in it for a little bit, because it's going to hit you. I think it's exactly 3 seconds in which you can be inside of that, because that's the server tick, and it could be a little bit more than 3 seconds, or a little bit on exactly 3 seconds. I think that's the shortest it could be.
Okay.
So you have time. That wasn't the first orb. That was the second, or that wasn't the first gravity ball. The first gravity ball hit the Mega Flare stack, which is perfectly fine. As soon as the gravity ball hits the Mega Flare stack, they all just move out of the way and go field. So the second one hit you, the tower goes off, and then you were able to leave. Very successful. That was good.
And as for...
So can I play? Let's play through that last pull real quick. Unless you got some. Go ahead and finish your thought there.
I was gonna say, so as far as the towers go, do you kind of just first come first serve it, or should I call out I'm gonna go far, or do we have
we don't really have a specific order. I'm generally gonna go far just because I have Sakuchi,
Gotcha.
and it makes it really easy.
Yeah.
But we could also say that Gunner also goes far because he's the physical range. I think it's just kind of feeling it up.
Okay.
Yeah, usually it's both melee that go far because they have some form of mobility, usually. But we only have one melee, so... or no, we have two. We had two this time. We don't usually.
Yeah, we had two tonight,
yeah.
which is nice.
But it is nice to know that at least if you see that the other tower person DPS is Mei, then you know you have the close tower.
Okay.
So that's at least one case where you don't have to think. But yeah, I've got the VOD up for the last poll if you guys want to look at it again.